Hello everyone, Tim from Nickel and Dime Travels coming to you from the Paris Bistro restaurant in Naperville, Illinois. This, as you might have guessed by the name, serves authentic French cuisine, including sweet and savory crepes, croissants, macaroons, and more. As we approach the restaurant from the back parking lot, you'll notice a fairly modest sign on the back identifying the restaurant. As the restaurant itself is quite small, you'll need to keep your eyes peeled out for it on the road, or you might miss it altogether. There's fairly limited parking in the back or the side of the restaurant. However, as luck would have it, there's a large movie theater right behind the restaurant, so there's plenty of parking there if you need it. Along the back of the restaurant, you'll notice a small patio that's ideal should you want to enjoy the weather while you eat your food. Unfortunately, being early March in the Midwest, it was a little too cold to take advantage of this, but it would be very nice once the weather gets a bit more accommodating. Here you'll see the front of the restaurant and notice that while small, the inside is quaint and inviting. Here's the front of the restaurant from the other side, panning to the left. And, of course, in these uncertain times, it's always comforting to see a large bottle of hand sanitizer on the counter in the front. Just adjacent to the coat rack is the bar area, with seating for a few guests up front as well as a TV on the wall in front, and a nice decorative chandelier on top. Here's the view from our seat towards the back of the restaurant. You'll see the photo of the Eiffel Tower, as well as a wine cabinet in the back. Continuing with the French theme, you'll see a number of decorative chandeliers throughout, as well as some interesting artwork against the wall. My wife always wonders how they clean those wall shrubs, and I honestly have no idea on that one. As we continue to pan forward, you'll again see the bar area in the distance near the front. This gives you a nice perspective on the size of the restaurant itself. Thankfully for us, it wasn't too busy on this day, so we weren't elbow to elbow with the other customers. But of course, you're not watching this video just to hear me describe the building, so let's get to the actual food items. Here's what the menu at the Paris Bistro looks like, starting with the appetizers. I'll confess up front that we have our favorites at this place, so I'm not going to be able to describe every item here in detail. But it's nice to at least see what's on offer, starting with the appetizers. I highly recommend the brie and fig tartines, which you'll see later in this video. We haven't tried the soups or main entrees just yet, so I can't comment too much on those, although there are definitely some tempting options here, and I hear the steak frites are particularly good. For us, the brunch and sweet crepes are where it's at, and as tempting as the other options might be, we find ourselves going back to those options all the time. I think you'll see why later in this video. There's also a few choices for the kids, for those kids too picky to eat anything from the main menu. Okay, so here's what I ordered, the egg and brie sandwich on a croissant. The croissant is the real winner here. We're talking a real flaky, buttery, melt-in-your-mouth croissant. Not that stuff you get at the grocery store that you always hope will taste like this, but of course it never does. The dish is complemented with potato wedges and a small salad that I think work well with the sandwich. And speaking of the croissants, we like these little things so much we ordered another one for the table that was just as good as the first one. We also ordered what is definitely our favorite app, the brie and fig tartines. These are tartines with a wonderful apricot sauce topped with melted brie cheese and dates. If you like sweets at all, these are a fantastic mix of sweet and savory flavors. Another winner would have to be the bacon wrapped dates. These are a little different take on your typical version, with a panko crust, cream cheese filling, and more of that tasty apricot sauce over the top. They also come with a salad that, while it makes a nice garnish, let's face it, nobody is ordering this for the salad. I will say that the apple wedges do taste nice with the sweetness of the sauce. And that brings us to what we consider the highlight of any meal here, the sweet crepes. In this case, it's the creme de la creme version, with Bavarian custard, sliced bananas, and chantilly cream. In an effort to try to reduce our overall calorie count for this trip, we opted to split a single crepe, and the staff was nice enough to split it for us and serve on two separate plates. The crepes are outstanding and worth coming for these alone. Believe me, we tried all the varieties on the menu and they're all great. The crepes are served alongside this tasty salted caramel gelato, which is a great complement to the dish. And we always like to finish up our meal here with one of their lattes, which they serve in these decorative cups and garnish with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a cookie on the side. A perfect way to end the experience. Well, that's going to end this video and our experience with the Paris Bistro restaurant in Naperville, Illinois. In short, we always enjoy our visits here, both for the food and the nice atmosphere they provide, and we highly recommend it if you're in the neighborhood. If you like this video, please hit the like bell and subscribe for more of these videos if you're interested. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.